Vítejte v televizi Motivate. Tentokrát to bude trochu v angličtině, protože mým hostem je pan Andreas Antonopoulos, rektor Univerzity New York in Prague. Hello.
Hi.
What was your speech about?
Well, it was a session about talent development. I specifically was discussing about the MBA market in the Czech Republic, not specific to the University of New York in Prague, but a more general presentation about what the MBA market is like, you know, how many MBA, what kind of schools you have here, why people go for an MBA, why companies are supporting MBAs, pretty much giving the landscape of the MBA programs that are available in the Czech Republic.
Yeah, and why people go there? What can you offer to them or university's MBA program?
The MBA market in the Czech Republic, first of all, is pretty small. It's a boutique. It's a niche market for a few aspiring professionals that they want to better their career. There are very few providers that are available in the Czech Republic, especially very few that are good. Not saying it so much for the University of New York in Prague. There are some other good providers as well, but it's a small niche market if you talk specifically about MBA programs.
Yeah.
Beyond that, the reasons they go is either because, as I said, they want to improve themselves. There are a lot of reasons why people go for an MBA program, and I can elaborate quite a bit on that actually. And there are a lot of managers that are coming for to study at MBA programs supported by the companies. And companies are doing it for many, you know, obviously for development of talent, for retention of students, for rewards, some of the best managers, for increasing their motivation, improving the critical thinking, improving the understanding of the business. So there are many different reasons, which were covered actually in the presentation, about why companies are supporting MBA students. If you look at individuals that decide to join an MBA without the support of the company, but out of their own effort, savings and intention, is mostly because they're looking for, they identify that they need improvement in a number of business areas. They want to have a better understanding. They want to have a very well-recognized global qualification, because MBA does help you a lot in many different ways. And sometimes they're looking for a career change, a career improvement, or sometimes for entrepreneurial purposes. They want to start their own business, and they think that an MBA is a good way to support that, and it indeed is a good way to support that, because it gives you a very good understanding of how business works and also helps you build a good network of professionals. So there's all sorts of different ways why either individuals are coming on their own or with the support of the companies, and why do companies get involved. It's a rather lengthy, I mean, there are a lot of things that someone could discuss about why should go for an MBA, why a company should support someone to go for an MBA.
It's a beautiful idea, but for example, I know there is a very big jump from university to practice to some company, and now the people from companies, from firms, they are going back to school. How are they, these students?
Excellent, because they're usually mature, they know why they're there, they really have the motivation, and they understand that they're investing their time, very often their money as well, for something that's going to be very important for them, for their careers, and eventually also for their family as an outcome. So usually you get very mature students, very motivated students, and you have MBAs usually create a very good environment of learning. And it's very different from undergraduate. I mean, it's different when you have a 32-year manager with 6 years experience, or when you have a young, aspiring but still 19-year-old without any experience. A very different learning environment. And it's also very different because the kind of instructors that are involved in MBA are usually less academic, a lot more practical. The content is a lot more practical. And the fact that you are sitting together in a class with 20, 25 other professionals is itself a very, very positive experience, and very, it's an experience that enhances your learning, you know, just by sitting with all these people that they have experience from different industries with you. It also helps build a good network.
Yeah, I see. And let's have a look into the future. What do you think?
Crystal ball.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe will be there will be maybe more MBA students, or what do you think?
MBA is not a mass market. It's not, you know, it's not like you're ever going to have, you know, thousands and thousands of MBAs. MBA is applicable to few aspiring, qualified professionals. So it's not undergraduate education, for example, is mass market. You have, I don't know, 100,000 students going into university every year. 80,000, 70,000, a large number of students. MBA, you're talking about 200-300 a year.
Yeah.
So it's a very niche, boutique, specialized marketplace, educational area. You can call it different ways. So there's a lot of allure, a lot of glory surrounding the title of an MBA. But don't forget that it's a very small, very specialized area, very specialized market. So I don't foresee anything, being explosive. You get about 200 to 300 MBAs enrolling, 200 to 300 professionals enrolling into MBA programs in the Czech Republic per year. That's it. Yeah, it's going to grow. I think it's going to go up to 400 to 500. But that's about it. It's never going to be a mass market thing, and it should not be a mass market thing.
It's about quality, not quantity.
It's quality, but it cannot be quantity. It's a quality thing. It's a proposition that by itself requires people who are professional, who are mature, who are working commercially. It's for a small segment of the population. So it can never be mass market by definition.
And the last question, it's about advice. One good advice, for example, which inspired you throughout your life?
Who inspired me? Who inspired me in my studies, or
you,
well,
you as a person, as a human being.
Although I'm the rector of an institution, at the same time I have a lot of business experience. I have had an MBA about 15 years ago, and that's the best decision I had in my life, because it's not about career, making more money. It changed the way I think. It changed the way I see things. That's the best thing that has happened in my life and has helped me achieve and succeed a lot of things thereafter. But it's not a money thing. It's not like, I got a better salary. It's just changed the way I am. It changed the way I see things, and I changed the way I approach things. And that's something I think it was the best thing that has happened to me. Although I have a PhD as well, which again gave me very structured thinking, and I appreciate that. MBA was a tipping point which changed the way I think. So I don't know if that can be aspiring for someone who wants to go for an MBA in this country or abroad. I would give them the advice: choose a good school, be prepared to try hard, and be prepared to use and exploit all the things you're going to gain.
Okay. Thank you very much. That's all.
Thank you. Welcome. Have a good day.